Hey everyone, my name is Brandon and I am an electric player here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I want to share my experience with the Rivolta Mondo Mondata. I wanted to post this video because when I was shopping around for this guitar, I didn't see a ton of videos or content online, people talking about it. They're still a fairly new company, and so I thought that this video might hopefully fill a hole for those of you that are considering buying a Rivolta or specifically this guitar. But before getting into it, just in case you aren't aware, Rivolta is the import line from renowned guitar builder Dennis Fano. He's had his main brand Novo guitars, and this is kind of an offshoot that's a collaboration with Eastwood guitars. They are made in Korea at what I've heard is one of the best factories there, the same one that does a lot of the PRS and Reverend guitars. And yeah, they're selling kind of around the 1,500 to low twos price point. So this guitar is $13.99. It's the Mondo Mondata and it's an ice blue metallic. First off, I wanted to just talk about my experience. So I bought this directly from Eastwood Guitars, and they actually just moved into a new space in Nashville. So I don't think that it's open yet, but I had the pleasure of going to check out this new showroom space. It was so incredible. Staff was so nice. Got to try a bunch of different things and ended up landing on this. Buying experience from them was super great, super premium, and because I lived so close, I actually got to pick it up. I didn't have to wait for it to ship to me. So yeah, $13.99 for this guitar. It is made in Korea. I think it is a fantastic addition to your arsenal. I think the thing that sticks out to me first on these guitars is the fit and finish. There is just detail work all over, from these kind of beveled edges around the front of the guitar to, I think these knobs are really unique. You've got this finish all the way along the back, this contour heel. I see people talking about that a little bit. There's binding all around it. You can see here and on the fretboard. I think these dot inlays and the fingerboard looks really nice. And all nickel hardware. These are custom Rivolta spec'd pickups. So this what they're calling the Mondo P90 or something, a Mondo Bucker. I don't remember, but that's kind of what it's all very original. Some other details that I want to point out that I didn't really see anyone talking about. Right here, and maybe I'll get a close-up shot of it. There's this really, really soft contour where it kind of comes down for your arm. So it's not as sharp as a descent is right there. It really is kind of tapered right there. Really cool. This middle block is really rad as well. It kind of is Jazzmaster meets Firebird. Other really cool thing about this guitar is it has 24 frets. I've never owned a guitar with 24 before. And yeah, really mobile along the neck. It's a glossy finish neck, but you can really move around it quite easily. I'm used to a satin finish and I have no problems playing on this. In terms of some critiques around the fit and finish, there are some really minor imperfections. I probably am not going to be able to even capture them on video. Maybe right around here. Some of the binding work just maybe doesn't feel as smooth all the way around, kind of where the edges meet of the guitar. And yeah, so there's just really minor things. The setup from the factory actually was really great. They do all of the setups and fretwork here at Eastwood in Nashville. And so, yeah, I haven't even taken this to my tech to get set up yet. Really excellent setup. I think they string it up with 10s, great action. The only minor things that I'm experiencing that I think will get fixed when I take it to my tech is maybe some intonation, just kind of right here in the 12th fret range. That maybe needs to be adjusted, but again, two-pneumatic bridge, it's a real easy truss rod as well. And then the G string, I feel like, is probably the string that maybe has the most tuning instability, but again, it's not anything significant, and I feel like that's kind of in line with 3-and-3 guitars, and generally with G strings on electric guitars anyway, especially with 10s. Once I move, I usually play 11s. I think that will hopefully keep things a little bit more stable. All right, so like I mentioned, we got a P90 in the neck, humbucker in the bridge, and I'm playing through a Vox AC15C1, and middle position, I'll explain them right now. These switches, so we've got one switch, two switch. The first switch is a phase inversion for the P90. It'll give it a really honky, distinct tone. I'll show off that in a second. And then this back switch is a coil split for the humbucker. My only critique about this is these switches, and maybe this is just an issue or a thing with my model, but they're flipped, and so down is in phase for the P90, but then up is both humbucker coils. And so it's kind of funny that they're like pointed opposite to one another, but I'm still kind of getting used to that, flipping that as I'm playing, experimenting with sounds. So without further ado, here is my clean tone. Really cool. I'm used to playing with both humbuckers, but I feel like this P90 is very balanced. It's not super bright and too attacky for its own good. Let's listen to just the bridge pickup. And then let's go to the bridge pickup. And then I'll show off the coil split. So it's a little spankier and it even lowers just a notch in gain. I wouldn't say it gets quite telly tones, but I mean, really, you get a lot of diversity. It almost kind of takes it a step down in terms of if you're using overdrive. And then the phase inversion switch. So this is mid position. I believe it only works in the middle. I can double check that. So this is before. And then this is with the phase flip. That is with the phase flip, and then actually doesn't do it in the neck position, so you really only get that phase flip in the middle both pickup position. Let's move into some gain tones. So I've got the Chase Bliss Brothers overdrive here, and I'm just gonna throw around some different stuff. Overall, I think this is a great guitar and especially a great value at $13.99. If you're looking for something that is above kind of like lower end Squire stuff, that's kind of what I was moving from, but you're not really ready to jump to the $2,000 plus mark, I really think that this is a great pick. Especially, it's such a unique design. You get something that is designed by Dennis Fano, fantastic builder, really cool, iconic looks. The only other thing that I would really love is, I'm actually getting the question a lot, who else plays these guitars? And I don't actually know. Rivolta doesn't have any artists listed on their website. I'd love to see some of these guitars get into the hands of people that we know and love that are making music professionally. And so, yeah, I just hope to see that these end up in more people's hands. I think they're really cool. Would love to see them more out on the streets, on stages. And yeah, I hope you go pick one up for yourself if you think that it's a good fit for you. It definitely has been for me. Thanks Eastwood and Rivolta for making a really killer guitar. If you like this video or if you have any questions for me, make sure to like, subscribe, and ask questions in the comments. I'm an open book. This is me sharing my own experience. I wasn't paid for this. Just kind of, this is me as a new fan and sharing my experience as a buyer and as a new owner of this guitar. And yeah, hopefully have some fun music stuff coming down the pike on this channel. Really don't know where I'm going with it, but just trying to have fun and create things. I'll see you guys in the next one.